Welcome back to another episode of The King's Table, and we got Cousin Jake back. And as you know from our previous video, he knows jack squat about Lego.
I don't know crap.
Or, as you call it, Mr. Lepin.
Mr. Lepin has taught me so much. I went to Mr. Lepin's class.
Right?
And I learned that I don't have to pay. It's basic economic skills.
Right.
You don't pay as much. You get something that you have to put a little more work into, but nobody really knows the difference unless it's this guy.
Right. So, I read some of your comments on that video, and one of them was that everyone was hating, some people were hating on the fact that it's a knockoff Lego. It's like,
right.
It's like, oh, it's sacrilegious to own it or whatever. So I want to address something on that with a couple of examples as to why you should collect some of these figures. At least for me, because some of them are like a Lego figure is like an exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con.
Okay.
And they only make like 1,000 of these figures for one per day of the convention. And to get those, you have to go to the Lego table and you get this card, and then you have to wait, and then they'll do trivia, and then if you get that right, you may get the figure. It's just for free. And now in the aftermarket, those figures are really expensive. Like
they should be.
Like $400 or $500 or plus dollars for one of those.
Right.
Well, this one was 2014 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Okay.
Who is that? It's the Collector from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
The real one of these is like $300, and this is the knockoff one.
And how much was it?
Dude, it was like I don't know, $1, something like that. And these things are not. I mean,
but how close is it to the real one?
And I'll get to that here in just a second because I got some side-by-side comparisons of a couple figures.
Okay.
I don't have some of the really good ones. I have some of the older knockoff ones, and they're still really good, but there's still slight differences. They're really harder to tell nowadays.
Okay.
But like also something like this. This is obviously
Super Iron Man.
Super Iron Man. This will never happen. You could never, ever get this from Lego.
Why would you want that?
Because it's so cool. Now, okay,
what's cool
why wouldn't you
about
want a Superman Iron Man suit?
Superman sucks.
Okay, what about this one? Because you know...
Iron Hammer.
Iron Hammer. It's
Iron Thor.
Because you know that Tony has a suit for everybody.
Right.
Like,
so that I get.
This is cool, but Lego's not going to make this.
I just don't like this.
Don't like that. These aren't the good ones. The good ones I don't have here. There's a Deadpool Iron Man suit.
I mean, I like really the helmet moves, but I don't like how
there's a Spider-Man and a Venom one. Like there's some neat ones.
Okay.
These aren't the best ones. These are the ones I have laying around.
So the Spider-Man like Venom one.
Yeah.
Lego would never make that?
No. Because it doesn't exist like in the Marvel universe.
Right.
But they
so why make it?
Exactly.
Okay.
But that's a good example as to some of these, why to collect some of these. They do all of the San Diego ones too. I mean, instead of spending thousands of dollars on some of them, because some of the earlier ones, it's just untouchable. You get the knockoff one. Who cares?
What's the risk of like somebody like not you, but like you trying to sell this online as the real one?
Right. I'll get to that here in a second. There is a difference right off the bat.
Okay.
See the legs.
What about them?
Have you ever pulled a Lego dude apart?
I don't remember.
So the connectors are different on this one. This is
these big things hanging up.
Yeah, here I'll show you an example here in a second.
Okay.
This is like their first run of the connectors. They're supposed to be pegs, like on a Lego figure.
Okay.
These aren't. They're like these weird, I don't know what you would call that. The little doohickeys. So that's a big example, and it doesn't say Lego anywhere on it, so you can tell right away, just by looking.
So I'm gonna be able to tell when you test me out.
You're not gonna be able to pull them apart. I'm just gonna do a blind one.
Okay. I was going to cheat, like always.
But on a shelf, you'd never know. So this is like a good placeholder, I guess, until you want to get the real one.
Okay.
So here, I'm going to start you off with an easy one.
Okay.
This one's easy. These are, like I said, these are some of the older knockoff ones. They're
sort of like
good.
when you guys did the video with the dinosaurs, how the old school Triceratopses look very like pixely, like not pixely, but like they look very blockish, like a Lego.
Yeah.
And then the new ones and like the different tips of the tails and stuff like that. Like I watched that video and I saw all the differences there.
Yeah, and the quality of like their colors and stuff, it was a little bit different. Like they weren't as good now. That's like almost impossible to tell. So this is one of the older ones. But between these two Black Widows, which one's Lego, which one's fake?
All right. Well, from what I've found out with Lepin, they like to do bigger eyes. And they like to do lighter colors typically. But on this one, I'm going to say this is the Lego.
Okay.
And...
But what's the thing that would tell you this?
Well,
why?
like I just see. I see like the paint job on this doesn't look as good.
Okay.
So like the buckles aren't as like fine tuned as this one.
Mm-hmm.
The colorations, like I said, it's usually off scale, and like all these colors don't match on her face.
Right.
And the hair it doesn't look like it, but they put extra lines and everything in it.
Mm-hmm. That's
the only detail that's thrown me off. Like this, the hair looks more Lego, but this looks Lego over here. Which one's which?
You're correct. This is the Lego one. And see the legs are like the studs.
And this is the doohickeys.
Yep. So it's a little bit older ones. Now the later, like the newer, knockoff ones, they're just like this.
Okay.
They're just, you can't tell. Like,
so how are the new ones? Are you able to tell? Really, is it just like
it just
minute?
won't say Lego.
Oh, okay. Where does it say Lego on that one?
Everywhere. Every piece will have a Lego. See, it's stamped in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah, inside the hair it says Lego.
Oh, it says it underneath here?
Yeah, and on the stuff.
I've never even noticed
everywhere. That. On all the pieces. Lego
they stamped the whole damn thing.
Yeah, like on
that's pretty cool.
On the tip of the head there.
So what if I just did like that? Will it work?
Sure.
So now it's half Lego, so I can sell
so Lego
it more.
So it works exactly.
Okay.
All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you this one
to
look at. And I'm going to...
Now, is this a new one?
Which one?
These ones. Or
these are still one of the older ones.
Okay.
Like I have these for sale at the shop here, and these ones usually get left behind because they're the older ones. So they're not as good as like the new stuff. The newer stuff sells really quick.
So you can sell Legos and Lepins?
Yeah, I'm an aftermarket store.
Okay.
So I can do whatever I want.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well, now don't read the studs.
Okay, I won't read the studs.
So I gave that away.
Right.
Sorry. Which one's Lego? Which one's not?
All right. So right away, that is Lego. That is Lepin.
And it's because of...
the color, the eyes are bigger, like I said. You notice the skull is bigger. They've added... the whole expression's bigger. Like, Lego, I've noticed, and from the research I did, is they are more fine with their details. I know they always like to do two heads when they're wearing helmets or whatever. But all their details are a little finer. These ones, there's nothing on the back of the head, and there's supposed to be something on the back.
Yeah,
usually. I know the newer ones usually do that.
Yeah, they have two faces.
Or if it's supposed to have a helmet, that's when they do that.
Now, the reason I took the hair off because I'll show you. The hair is kind of a giveaway. It's just cheaper looking, and it's not.
Oh yeah, it's very cheap.
Yeah.
Looking. The bow is the only thing is this one feels a lot better quality and heavier. The Lego one.
Yeah.
There's you can feel more details. This one's light. It feels like I'm gonna break it.
Mm-hmm.
But they're very similar looking.
Yeah. Now, if I didn't do a blind test, you might have had a little more trouble, like because you had one to compare it to.
Right. Yeah. If I'm not comparing these, that I would probably be like, oh yeah, it's real Lego or not.
Yeah.
But when you're doing the compare test, I can see how easy it is for you guys to be like, oh, that's not real, that's not fake.
Yeah.
Now, a thing that I also find interesting though, is how you're saying like these are never going to be made by Lego.
Yeah.
But even like when we went to do the video at Jason's house, he had a Ghostbuster character that was a knockoff that was never made because the way the Ecto slime was all over him.
Yeah.
So I think things like that could be cool because it could help complete your collection. Like let's say you just can't find a character like you're saying like these guys, you can get them for cheaper. But also you might have, something else.
The funny thing is with Lego, within the last, I would say maybe 3 years, Lego's caught on to like the huge mass aftermarket now and value of, it's nuts. Like some of the stuff is like gold prices.
Right.
It just goes up and it drops, but it goes up. But Lego is just watching which ones are expensive and just re-release it.
Yeah.
With better figures or the same figure that was at like a $100 figure. Now, put out a $10 set now. It's worthless.
Right.
So the market's starting to kind of like peak down. Like it's starting to drop. I mean, the popularity of it's at an all-time high. I mean, it has all these movies coming out. The Batman Lego movies coming out.
Yeah, I was
soon.
actually looking up the Batman Lego toys at Target. They're like $19 for the sets right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're cool, but they're starting to catch on to these aftermarket stuff and the customs market. And their value, I think in like 5-6 years, they're just going to saturate it with everything. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, so do you think Lego's ever going to go out to where they start doing, like letting people, like, can you customize like Lego characters and stuff right now?
Like with printing?
Yeah.
Directly from
Lego?
them?
That's
no, not yet.
Do you think they'll get into that market eventually? Where it's like, like you can order, this is different, but like when you order Vans shoes, how you can go through their licensing stuff and then you can just print your own?
I think that they should, but a lot of things, I mean, that'd be awesome. I mean, I'd make a figure of me for sure, something like a shirt I'd wear and make it. But the problem that would be is they'd run into, like, if you're wearing like a superhero shirt, they don't have a license to, they couldn't do it.
Gotcha.
You know, so it could be really difficult for them to even do it. I think they should try. Definitely,
It'd be a cool market to hit.
Yeah.
But I think maybe they'll have stipulations like you must be wearing a non-licensed tee, stuff like that.
Right.
But then at that point you're making. I'm sorry, Lego guys. Another thing I've never, a reason I haven't been in. I get they do the paint jobs and everything, but it's a Lego head and it's a Lego body, and there's not. You know what I mean? Like an action figure, I feel like has more. A bigger realm to be able to customize and do stuff like that.
You're very limited.
Yeah,
people do like water slide decals for custom chest stuff. That's kind of cool, but that's pretty much the extent of Lego customizations.
So how'd I do on your little test?
You did okay. I got one more test for you.
Okay.
This is what I'm gonna do for you. I'm not even gonna show you the other one. Is this Lego? Actually, you know what? I'll do it so blindly that I don't even know.
I'm gonna get this.
All right, is that Lego?
This is a tough one.
Mm-hmm. I think
it's Deadshot?
That's Deadshot from the comic. Yeah.
All right. This is Lego.
You sure? Okay, let me see.
Yeah, that's Lego.
Let's look at that one. Take a look at that one.
Crap.
At this point, I don't even know yet. I haven't even gotten a good look at it. So let me see.
This one's Lego.
Are you sure? Did you look at the top?
No, I haven't. But now I've seen the eye. And I feel like this one's Lego. Which one's which?
Are you sure? I know the correct you looked.
I looked now. I know I'm
wrong. I was going to do another test, but yes. Well, you were right the second time. This one there, that is Lego.
Okay.
This one, the first one that you chose was the fake one. But now you put them side by side.
Oh, you can totally tell. The sheen on this is way better.
Mm-hmm.
The thing I noticed is even when you're turning them, the squeaks and the way it holds and everything. Mm-hmm. Like when we did the Lepin test, or when you're doing the Tyrannosaurus tail, or walking with it, the squeak test. That is a good indicator how things move. And you might get 3 parts that move exactly like Lego.
Yeah.
But then the next one doesn't. And those are things I'm starting to realize. But this one's actually a very well done one.
It's one of the later ones. I forgot I had this one.
If I got a set and I needed something, I mean, you can tell by minute details, especially when you start knowing it. But if you were to put this on a display,
it was absolutely.
And you had, all the rest of the stuff around it, most people aren't going to notice until they pick it up.
No.
And that's the cool part about it. So now I'm getting on board. I understand some people, hate Lepin and they're just mad about it, and that's fine.
And I get the purists out there, and it's true about just do Lego, and that's cool. But when some people are just the casual collectors and they don't want to spend thousands of dollars on a stupid little plastic little figure, that's where the knockoffs come in. You know, here's a Wolverine Batman suit just for fun. It's cool.
Wolverine Iron Man.
That's what I meant. There is a Batman Iron Man suit. I was thinking of. I don't have it. I was looking for it.
I like how his Wolverine claws fit into the little hands.
Right.
No, that's pretty cool. I mean, I get how they're fun and everything. Yeah. But I find it funny how his helmet is black and yellow. I know Wolverine's helmet is, but it's they're so off. All the
it's
colors.
Supposed to be his black hair,
right?
And that's his mask.
It just looks
the purple mask.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
It's their own creation. Yeah. And then this one here is another one of the San Diego convention figures.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this was last year's.
Okay.
Can't get a shield, but it's not real. The real one again is $200+. It's nuts.
Okay.
And. It's fine. It's great.
Yeah, they do a good job.
Captain Falcon.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job of these. Overall, I would say Lepin's is worth it in my opinion, especially for somebody like me who would be a casual collector if I started getting into it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, stay tuned in the future. I found a Lego set that I'm going to surprise Chris with.
Ooh.
At my house. That's a different style Lego set. That's, sort of my style, build it yourself. But I'm going to bring it in next time. We're going to do a little episode on that too.
That'd be cool. Check that one out.
But definitely, I mean, I'm a fan.
The originally when they first came out,
mm-hmm.
they were actually a little expensive. I mean, in the grand scheme, they were still cheap. I mean, but they were $3-4 a piece when they first came out. Yeah. So sometimes it didn't really make sense to buy them because the real Lego ones make an $8 one.
And you could it makes sense when you're going for one like this.
Right, you pay $5 or whatever for that one, and it's a $300 figure now for the real one. But nowadays, mm-hmm. they were harder to find. You couldn't just search and find them. They were kind of difficult.
Well, that's what's ruined the market for a lot of things.
Right, but now in the last year, you just type in this Lego. You just type in Lego minifigures into eBay. All you see are these things.
Yeah, Lepins.
Yeah. It's nuts, and they're super cheap now. They're you get 10 of them for $6.
That's awesome.
you know.
Well, and you always get extra parts and extra things, like how Phil got the Minion.
Right? Yeah.
You always get a little extra. Thing. It's like Cracker Jacks. You get an extra prize in it when you order it, and you didn't even pay that much, and then you get something totally else.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But no, cool. Thanks for teaching me more. I'm glad I passed your test with flying colors. I am an ace at this.
Well, I'd say you got 9 out of 10 on that one because
that's
you had to change. You had to change your.
That's a 90%.
Yeah, but you didn't pass with flying colors.
That's a color. It's a different color than you think. It's a 50 shade of gray.
Oof. Okay. All right, guys. Well, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.